How you doing? I'm meteorologist Paul Diano. This is your Western Washington Weather Webcast, the KOMO 4 dub, and these are your weather headlines for today. Some showers moving into the forecast. They'll be around most of today. We simply cannot get cold into the 40s this morning again. We haven't been below freezing since December 29th, and I checked the snowpack for you. We'll talk about that in a second. The snowpack is low. It's an El Nino winter, but man, has this been kind of a crazy one, with temperatures even above what we typically see during an El Nino. And as I'm going to show you in a second, we could see temperatures that we haven't seen since early last fall, coming up as soon as next week. Could we hear possibly 60 degrees? It's possible, not probable, but possible. Let's get back to the weather maps and show you some numbers here. I checked the snowpack for early February. This year, we're running at 79% of normal. That's not good, especially you want to be up near 100%. You don't want too much, but you don't want too little. But it's better than last year. Last year, we were at 75%. But here's the difference between this year and last year. Last year, we had a very wet March and April, which got us back to normal just before the snow season, if you will, ended. This year, that 79% is likely to decrease as we go through the rest of winter and spring because El Nino typically keeps us dry. Well, we have the showers today, but weak high pressure is going to build in for about one day. This will be dry for most of Thursday, back to the 50s. And this mass of cloud cover right here, showers on Friday and Saturday. It looks very impressive if you look at the satellite loop, but basically this area right here is like kryptonite for storms to move in because the jet stream's heading to our north and to our south. With no energy, the systems just get really weak by the time they get here. So we'll see some showers into and through the weekend, but that is about it. Your extended forecast, 49 today for a high. That's the coolest we're going to be for the next week. How about 50s into and through the weekend with those showers? Mainly dry tomorrow, 53. And right now I've got 54 degrees in for the top of next week. But let's talk more about what I'm looking at and what the potential is for a very big warm-up here come next week. First map I want to show you is a map of the country and a computer forecast model that I'm starting the clock on Monday morning. And let's go through time here. And notice Western Washington, there's Washington State right there. I know it's kind of tiny, but go along with me. When you don't see the green, that means it's pretty dry. Look at several days of just a glancing blow of rainfall, and now we're all the way until Thursday without much rain. But check out these storms off to the west and this huge southerly influence in the atmosphere. If this were to happen, an upper level high pressure were to build in, and we're looking dry, which I think we're definitely going to be mainly dry the top to the middle of next week. If we were to add in an offshore wind, that wind coming down off the mountains, I would not be surprised at all if some of the foothill communities got into the 60s and Seattle, Everett, and Tacoma at least got into the mid-50s with mainly sunny skies. Very, very spring-like for the second week of February. Let's look at the records for those days. We're looking at, let's say, just February 10th. The record is 65. For the 11th, the record is 62, and for the 12th, the record is 66. So I don't think we're going to see record high temperatures, but we've been milder than normal by 4 or 5 degrees in the afternoon. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we are even more significantly above normal, well into the 50s next week. Once again, here's our forecast. Monday and Tuesday, mild, dry, with highs in the mid-50s, but we do have a couple showers to deal with over the weekend, but staying above normal temperature-wise. Normal is 48, and the coolest we're going to be all week long for the next 7 days is today's 49 degrees. That is the KOMO 4 dub for today, February 3rd. Check us out every weekday. I'll update it every morning and put it on YouTube and KOMOnews.com.